All right, it is November 30th, Wednesday. Last one I did was Monday. It is 11 o'clock. That's Coach Laila right there. She heads up our kids program for Supremacy, one of the many things I do. I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of just, we had a crazy productive day though. We had a really good day. And Layla really brought it. I felt super accomplished. So good days are they happen all the time, but it's all about the mindset. I don't know what I'm trying to show you. Balancing soon to be non-existent legacy because we're not really recovering from. About 3 to 4 weeks ago we lost our largest account and our oldest account, so like our best partner, and so that took a huge 53% of our revenue out of our business. I was already on my way out trying to sell parts to my partner so I can kind of be more as an advisory role, and right now we're doing a variety of different we're just trying to promotion the shit out of this place out of Supremacy. Master Rodrigo and his wife spent a lot of money on improvements for this place, and I'm trying to convince them more and more to do Facebook ads because I know that's where, especially martial arts school, because we're like 80% advertising. Like that's how it should be. And we're not really spending too much money on Facebook ads, but I will hopefully convince them otherwise very, very soon. Brick by brick, I'll convince them. It's 11. I got up at 9. Got here 11. 11:30. Yeah. Thanks, Coach. Got here 11:30. Took class, and then just kind of been grinding ever since. It is super fun to be able to balance all this. Like I actually enjoy the crazy. Not so much deadlines, I'd say, but just have the option to be able to control them and make decisions that I know are 1,000% best. And I'm very thankful that I have someone like Master Rodrigo, Coach Laila, other people that are part of our team and our staff can trust in me to be able to do that and to handle that, so we can all be elevated. So we all pretty much feed off each other's skills and abilities. Coach Laila I've been really proud of recently because she has been able to adapt to how I work, and I think she just either consciously or unconsciously is just able to fit how she works and how she needs to work and into how I do things. And she's, one of the big things about working with other people is they always want to have their own say and like really try to push that. And that sucks from a entrepreneur standpoint, from a managing standpoint, from any upper level senior chair of a business or a project or some kind of operation. You want the people you're trying to train, you want the people under you, for lack of better words, to be able to absorb, not always have to put their 2 cents in, because it gets very exhausting because we're at this position, I'm at this position for a reason, whether it's a huge accumulation of things, paying my dues, trial and error, failures, all this stuff that I know the answers, and I know the answer that is the right one more often than not, and I shouldn't have to explain it, I shouldn't have to argue it very often. You want to hear new ideas, but you need a team and you need people under you, and that people that work with you, to understand that new ideas are okay, but enforcing your will and thinking that you're right about everything is just a wrong attitude to take. And definitely Coach Laila has been really surprisingly really awesome about that. Because what happens is once you settle into a position too, you start thinking you could do things and things, and then it starts getting kind of that battle of like, oh, I can do my boss's job better, and that's just it's a shitty mindset. Specifically because we don't really have that relationship to begin with. But I'm just saying that for anyone else outside of our position, it's the wrong mindset to have. Don't challenge. If you truly care and trust and want to learn from your, whether it's a boss or a mentor or someone you look up to, that you're trying to grow from them in any way you want, any way you desire. Like, have the new ideas, but listen and take action on what they think is the best steps 90% of the time. And that's all I got. We'll probably work another 30 minutes. I may or may not have some wine. That's all I can really think, man. It's just, you just have to do. You just have to do. People get too bogged down. Dude, now my brain's going over. And I'm going to add this last part. There's so much you can fucking learn by yourself. It's astonishing. Some people are, I don't know where to get this, or money, or I don't know how to learn this, I don't know how to do that, I don't know how to do this. What's the right mindset for this? What's the right skill for this? How do I attain this? How can I go from point A to point B? How can I go from making $2,000 a month to $8,000 to $10,000 a month within 12, 8, 24 months? Like, there's so much fucking information out there. And by the way, you probably have, if you're watching this, so you're more my people, I'm going to assume you easily have 2 to 5 good mentors in and around your circle, your vibe. Now, maybe you haven't spoken up and said, hey, I would love to pick your brain. Hey, I would love to buy you lunch, and I have these questions. Hey, what are you doing? How did you do this? Like, that in itself is you taking advantage of the information all around you. And people don't do that. They're not self-starters that way. And you really want those things in your life. That's one of the best fucking things you can start doing. And not even start off doing, but you continually to do it. Like, I've been in entrepreneur land for over 4 years, and I still, like, because I knew how valuable that was, finding people that knew more than I did, and I wanted their skill set and their mindset, I reached out to them, and because of how impactful that was for me, I know even today, and I'll know for the rest of my life, that people like that are valuable, and I need to keep them in my life, and to keep extremely fucking humble, very humble. Peace.